what's up everyone? I'm Sarah with Good Morning Winter Park, and today I'm in Rocky Mountain National Park and I'm gonna do a little snowshoeing. So I decided to pick a really short thing because it's my first day out in my snowshoes. It is Halsworth Historic Site, really short, about a half mile. It has some historic cabins on the hike too. For gear today, I have my snowshoes, of course. You can see them right there. I have a really cool brand. It's called Northern Lights. They're made in Wausau, Wisconsin. They're supposedly the lightest snowshoe out there, and they have a really quick system for putting the snowshoes on and taking them off. It's really simple, really quick and easy. Just wearing some windproof pants, soft shells, some waterproof boots, hat, sunglasses, the usual for winter hiking. I get fairly warm when I hike, so I don't like to layer up too much. So I just have a lighter jacket with a mid layer underneath. It's a nice quiet day at the park today. Mine was the only car at the trailhead, so basically I have the whole place to myself. Pretty nice and peaceful out here. The snow isn't super deep, so the snowshoes may have been a little bit overkill. Usually when it's not that deep, you can get away with those little yak tracks. I only really use the snowshoes when it gets above, basically above my knees, because you still sink a little bit with snowshoes. So even though I probably don't need them, just to get out on the snowshoes is kind of good. Don't forget to keep your eyes peeled for wildlife too. There's always moose in this area. If you're looking for a short hike within the park to test out your snowshoes, or maybe just try it out for the day, definitely go check out the Halsworth Historic Site. It's only about a mile round trip, and then you get to see some historic cabins. Thanks again for watching Grand County's only morning show. I'm Sarah, and I will see you out and about.
All right, we're back here with Jill Hutter in the Fraser Valley Chiropractic. And we learned a little something interesting on the way out on our commercial break there, and that's that you also work on dogs and horses.
Yes, they're easier than people, I
Okay.
swear.
I gotta say, first of all, I know when I need to go to the chiropractor, I'm aching, I'm walking funny. What are you noticing for the dog or the horse? You know, what do people look for to even say, I think my dog needs an adjustment?
Well, horses are a little bit different than people in that, you know, we kind of put the pain on the horses. I mean, we put the saddles on that don't fit correctly.
Yeah.
We demand a lot out of them. And so they have different aches and pains, but they all present pretty similar. You know, they either have an irritable personality that's not typical for them. You can see an abnormal gait where they're walking a little funny. You can see muscle atrophy. Most commonly, they hurt themselves jumping in and out of cars.
Yeah.
They're very
I assume
good.
Up here in and out of snowbanks too.
Yeah,
you see a lot of
slipping on the
dogs having to
ice.
push and.
Yeah. So jumping up isn't so bad. They're meant for that, dogs, but jumping down kind of really wrenches their lower back.
And now, is this an issue with older dogs, or do you see puppies even?
You see
having these
puppies.
issues?
Puppies play hard.
Yeah.
So they can hurt themselves quite easily up in the cervical spine, kind of rough housing.
So what do you do? You know,
So I'd do a non-force technique because I don't want to go in there and brutalize your puppy when they're already in pain.
Sure.
So I go in here and I figure out what part of the spine isn't moving correctly, and I loosen it up. I can do cold laser therapy. I do massage work on them. Just to kind of loosen up the musculature and break up the adhesions.
So you're
around the
doing
area.
laser therapy and also okay.
Yep. So
you're not getting on their bottom hip and
No.
cranking in like you might on me if I had a lower
No.
back issue or something. Okay.
No, and horses really respond really well to laser. That's where a lot of the laser therapy.
Are horses
research.
irritable, or you know what makes
They
them?
can get into pain and they pant a lot when they're hurting.
Is that how you know? Like someone might call you and say
Yeah,
the horse isn't acting quite his normal. or
Yeah,
her normal
and the
self."
owner will be the one who will present with the complaint, not the. You know, the animal won't be like, hey, look, I don't feel good.
Yeah.
You know.
So I know we're just getting into ski season in your first year in Winter Park, maybe even in Denver. You know, do you do a lot of animals versus humans, humans versus animals?
I did quite a bit initially when I was down in Denver, a lot of horses, and I got into it because of my old dog.
There's not a huge. I mean, is there a lot of chiropractors that do horse therapy?
No,
or?
there's not a lot.
Okay.
It's a small.
It's more of a narrow niche than the human side of things.
Yeah, absolutely. But I got into it because my old lab was neutered, and they damaged the sphincter that controlled his
Ooh.
bladder there, so he was like a leaky faucet. We went through CSU vet school and every doctor and drug that we could come up with.
And the
they were
chiropractor is...
chiropractic and laser was the only thing that kept him going, and
Nice.
he lived 14 and a half years.
Well, thanks so much for being on the show. And if people want to find you, how can they get a hold of you?
You can go to my website at FraserValleyChiropractic.com, and you can call my office, or you can just stop on in and ask any questions.
And that's 3 doors down from the Shell station, right next to the train tracks in Fraser there.
Yep.
Awesome. Well, thanks so much. And with that rounds out our show for the day. Been a great show. Thanks to Barbie and Dee from Bee Jammin' with all their board games and sleds. A special thanks to Kurt Klanke and all that he does for our riverways up here. Be sure to catch out that special, the Mighty Colorado River Project, here on TV 18. Thanks again for being with us, and we'll catch you next time.